Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Well, this is the Wednesday, November 13th edition of our video devotionals. Thank you so much for joining us today. It is the middle part of the work week and school week once again. It's Wednesday evening, so that means a lot of us will have a church service tonight in some form or fashion. And also today's my birthday, so I appreciate some of you folks have already wished me a happy birthday and sent me some greetings through either Facebook Messenger, text message, whatever it is. And so Christy, we're getting ready to leave here. She's got some things she wants to do with me on my birthday, and so I'm going to let her do that, of course. And when we get back sometime this afternoon, we'll open up a lot of birthday cards I got on Saturday at my surprise birthday party, some things I've received some other folks from church. So I like to wait till my birthday if I have any gifts that I got early to open them up. And same thing with Christmas, just that's kind of me and Christy's thing. But I do want to give you something here from the Word of God I think that would apply to anybody's birthday, whoever it might be. And I want to read something here to you from Acts chapter 17, verse 28. So we'll let you find that. Otherwise, we do appreciate every one of you who watch the videos and any responses at all. And hopefully the wind chime I've got here won't drown me out here. It's a little bit breezy out, actually pretty chilly out. It's one of these vest days. And so here we go. All right, notice Acts chapter 17, verse 28. Now, the setting here is Paul is in Athens, and he's walking around, and he's noticed the idolatry in the city, of course. And then he comes by this place where they've got this place where they're worshiping the unknown God. They just kind of put an idol there. It's kind of funny, I guess, somebody they don't even know, but just in case we've missed any God that's out there, we'll go ahead and make one to the unknown God. So Paul's noticing this. He begins to speak. And he says here in the phrase of verse 28, he says, "For in him," speaking of God, "for in him we live and move and have our being." And that's something that's so profound to me. In him we live and move and have our being. On this day, that's my birthday. I have to say that, ultimately all credit goes to God for my life. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that, God has created human beings, and then we have progressed through the generations and children and children and children and children from moms and dads, all of that. Here we are, but ultimately life is in God, and He dictates that. It also mentions here, this is interesting, we live, of course, just like today I'm living. We're going to get out and drive a vehicle. We'll no doubt get something to eat. We'll do the things we do and all of that. But it says we live and move and have our being. In other words, our very movements, the things we do, we must give God that credit, because the living and the moving, just the very fact that we're able to do all we do, that's God. And I'm so glad that we can give God the honor and credit for the one who is our creator, and we have our being. So on this day, that's my birthday. That sounds very general, I suppose, but I'm thankful for everybody that's wished me a birthday. I'm glad God has given me this amount of time to live, and He allows me to move. He allows me to go about and do the things that I do, and because of that, I need to thank God and ask God that if you've allowed me to live like you have, and you allow me to move, and my very being is because of God, then we should acknowledge the one that does that, give Him the honor, the credit, and say, look, what is it that you want me to do with the life you've given me? And that's something we should all take the time to do, and I'm going to take the time to do that on my birthday. God's allowed me to live 60 years on this earth, and I want to serve Him, and one of these days it'll be my end, and others will continue to move on and live and all of that. And on this day, I want to say, Lord, as you were telling people that had no understanding of who God is, He said something very general and yet very profound. For in Him we live and move and have our being. So let's remember that today as we go about and do the things we do. And I thank God that He's allowed us to have it. And let's serve the one and live for the one who's done that, okay? So again, we appreciate every one of you, kind of short and sweet. Thank you for all you do as far as any remarks, whether it's birthday or not. I appreciate it. And then tomorrow we will be back again. And tomorrow's my spiritual birthday, and we'll say more about that tomorrow. So have a great day.